Melo Movie Review: A poignant ode to love, loss, and the power of cinema. The rating is 4.5 by 5. K-dramas are often synonymous with high-stakes romance, dramatic twist, and the fairy tale endings. But Melo Movie is different. It is a slow-burning, deeply introspective story that feels less like a scripted drama and more like a personal memory unfolding on screen. With breathtaking cinematography, raw emotions, and bittersweet narrative, the series resonates with anyone who has ever loved, lost, or longed for something just beyond their grasp. Plot and pacing, right? Plot and pacing here: a love that slips through time. Okay. Here the story revolves around Kim Moo-bi, Park Bo-young, a reluctant filmmaker, and Ko Gyeom, a film critic who finds meanings in the stories of others but struggles with his own. Their connection is as fragile as it's powerful. Two souls drawn to each other by fate and repeatedly pulled apart, by life's unpredictable turns. Movie here grew up in the shadow of cinema. Thanks to her late father, a renowned director whose tragic death on set left her with a love-hate relationship with movies. Despite inheriting his talent, he resents the industry and the expectation placed upon her. Meanwhile, Jeong is someone who seeks refuge in films, using them to fill the void of his loneliness childhood. His love for storytelling is unwavering, right? But his inability to open up to real people makes his life feel like a film that never quite reaches its climax, right? Their love story unfolds its fleeting moments, a quiet conversation in an old movie theater where the flickering screen casts shadows over their faces, right? A late night phone call where neither of them says what they truly mean. A suddenly disappearance that leaves one of them searching for answer. An unexpected reunion years later, where both have changed, and their feelings remain, painfully familiar. Unlike typical romance dramas where grand confessions and dramatic twists drive the plot, Melo Movie thrives in silence, stolen glances, and weight of unsaid words. The slow pacing might test the patience of viewers, used to fast movie narratives, but for those willing to immerse themselves in its, quite melancholy, right? The emotional payoff is profound. Cinematography and visual storytelling, a love letter to cinema. If there is one thing that makes Melo Movie stand out, right, it's cinematic brilliance. Every frame is carefully composed, evoking nostalgia, longing, and a sense of impermanence. Muted color, palettes here and warm lighting, create an atmosphere that feel like a faded photograph. Your memories, preserved but slightly blurred. Here close up shots here of hands nearly touching, eye looking away, and breath caught mid-sense. Here emphasize the delicate emotion between the characters. Long text and slow camera movements, allow the audience to feel the depth of each movement, rather than rushing through the emotions. Classic films, references are sprinkled throughout, adding layers of meaning whether it's a black and white sequence, reminiscent of old French film, and subtle homage to Wong Kar-wai's here visual poetry. This series does not just tell a love story. It framed love as something fleeting, like a scene that ends before you are ready for credit roll, right? Performance subtle, heartbreaking, and unforgettable. Park Bo-young and Kim Moo-bi. Here Park Bo-young delivers a performance that feels almost too real. Her portrayal of movie is not loud or exaggerated, it's quietly devastating. Her eyes hold an entire story. Her hesitations speaks louder than words, and her moments of vulnerability hits like a punch to the chest, right? Movies journey here, from dissenting movies here to realizing they are part of who she is, portrayed with such authenticity that you can't help but root for her. Even in her most frustrating moments, she feels human, right? Choi Woo-sik as Ko Gyeom. Choi Woo-sik is known for his ability to bring a raw, almost unpolished sincerity to his roles, and Melo Movies is no exception, right? Gyeom is not a perfect male lead. He is flawed, lost, and emotionally distant. Okay, but that's what makes him so compelling. His quiet suffering, his deep love to movie, and his inability to hold on to happiness make him one of the most complex characters in recent K-drama history. Together, Park Bi-young and Choi Woo-sik have a chemistry that isn't fairy or dramatic. It's a slow burning and haunting, like a song that lingers long after its end, right? Themes and emotional depth, love, regret, and the passage of time. Melo Movie is not just about romance. It's a meditation on how long changes over time, how people drift apart despite their best intentions, and how some feelings never truly fade. The bittersweet nature of first love. The series captured the essence of first love, not just joy but also the fear, hesitations, and regret. It reminds us something. The timing is not right, and love alone is not enough. The role of movies in our lives. Cinema is more than a backdrop. In Melo Movie, it's a character of its own. The way film shapes our emotions, the way certain scenes remain us of people we have lost. The way story allow us to live 1,000 lives. This drama understand the power of movies and a deeply personal travel, healing, or moving on. Okay, while Melo Movie is melancholic, it's not about hope. It's not without hope. Okay, it teaches us even if love does not last forever, it still matters. That even if a movie ends, it does not mean it did not leave an impact. Ending, a perfectly imperfect conclusion. Without giving away spoilers, Melo Movie ends on a note that is both heartbreaking and beautiful. It does not give us a fairy tale resolution, but it gives us something real, a moment that feels like a final scene in a film you don't want to see, but want to end, right? Okay, some viewers may wish for a more definitive conclusion, but that's what makes it perfect. Love is not always neatly wrapped up. Sometimes it's a lingering question, an unfinished sentence, a case held for a second too long. Final verdict is a must-watch for true romantic and cinephiles. Melo Movie is not for those who crave fast-paced drama or predictable romance, but for those who appreciate deep, introspective storytelling, rich in cinematography, and performances that hit straight to the heart. This drama is a rare gem. Okay, what it if you loved Before Sunrise, Call Me by Name, My Liberation Notes, Mood for Love, right? It's the kind of series that makes you sit in silence after final episodes, feeling a weight on the chest, right? Feeling weight on the chest, and maybe just maybe it's make you reflect on the love story in your own life, the ones that lasted and ones that slipped away, like scenes from an old film. The final rating is 4.5 by 5, an emotional masterpiece that lingers long after the credits roll. So yeah.